Welcome to Sideroads. We're just outside of Dunlap, Tennessee, where we are preserving history here at the Coke Ovens Park.
Coke Oven Park is actually a volunteer-operated facility on the National Register of Historic Places. It was built in the late 1800s to produce coke, which is charcoal made from coal. So a lot of coal mining here, and coke was necessary for the founders in Chattanooga. And this was actually called the Chattanooga Iron and Coal Corporation. Well, it's a massive, the stoneworks, how they were able to carve those sandstone rocks they cut out of the side of the mountain here and turn them into square blocks and build the walls to the coke ovens. A massive undertaking by any means, and it was all done by hand. They chiseled them out. They had brought skilled masons in, and then the brick domes, which very few of those exist in the entirety here, because for years this was a garbage dump and an illegal place shut down, and people robbed the rock and things. And without coke, there would be very little railroads, very automobile, anything industrial required coke to manufacture, so it was a big thing. In the museum, we have the largest collection of historical coal mining photography of the Sequatchie Valley and probably of the state, because we have photographs of coke ovens throughout Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, and that's the reason our group is called the Sequatchie Valley Historical Association. We don't define our scope to Sequatchie County. We the whole valley, because miners that worked here worked all over the place. We have artifacts from mine families, everything from the miners' lamps to the skateboard the coal miners used to slide down the incline railway. We have mining cars. We even have an original China doll that was bought at the original company store. A lady donated. We have one of the original pieces of china that was originally purchased here at the company store, because the coal company paid the miners in script, and it was only good at the company store. Very few funds that we operate off of are generated by the taxpayers. It's funded by our volunteer efforts through our festivals. And
the Coke Ovens Bluegrass Festival is the first Saturday in June, determines when it is, and it's our biggest fundraiser of the year. It's what keeps the doors open, and all the money goes for the upkeep of the park.
Take us back 29 years ago. Why did you want to help start this, and why here at the Coke Ovens Park?
Well, I'm interested in music, and I'm also interested in history. And I think that that history, we need to study it. We need to see where we come from. We need to see where it's going. The young folks are the future of the historical part of it, as well as the music. But I thought maybe if we started a festival, that we could raise some funds, and that's what it's been this whole time.
I think an average person that's never seen this type of operation would be just thoroughly impressed with the efforts by the original people who built these ovens, and then think about the labor that it took to build them, and then the fact that nature does take care of itself. It came back. The trees have all grown up in the coke ovens, and we had some issues about that in the early days about removing a lot of the trees, but that makes the park. So we have decided to let the nature do some damage and make it a place that people can feel comfortable in.
Interesting little find, and that's why we call it Sideroads. It is the Coke Ovens Park, located there in Dunlap, Tennessee, just about a mile or so from downtown. The phone number for more information is 423-949-2156. They mostly do tours on the weekend, but they, of course, will do tours by appointment as well. You can go to the website, which is cokeovens.com, for more information about the Bluegrass Festival that is coming up next weekend. And shout out to Ed Brown there. That was his music in the background, and he is a legend at the Grand Ole Opry. So appreciate you guys letting us stop by.